Zone 5 right now. We are actually fighting against FSK. I guess everybody remembers FSK from the Kyle's drama. But yeah, in my opinion, they are pretty active alliance who are fighting a lot. And yeah, right now it's all about Zone 5 territory, right? In a 1 second glance, I will show you the territory. This is the dragon, and basically my warband is actually winning right now all the positions which we are holding right now, and only side which is basically left for us to help out our ally members are basically the FSK side, which is this one, right? As soon as we are going to defeat the FSK, and we are actually doing that because one up is right now built the bastion, and whenever bastion is built, yeah, if you are not rallying it, it will destroy your tower, like enemy towers, and everything is looking pretty smooth so far. This is basically like first day of Zone 5, and I will be honest, at first I was kind of disappointed because whole fight started at midnight where I was actually sleeping. But when I woke up, I saw that we got the territory advantage against HD. And all was left for us to defend the bastion and then help us one up, which was fighting against FSK. And that's what actually happened. And right now we helped one up to build their bastion. And since we actually did that, FSK took their attention towards us, and that's the fight which you are seeing right now, right? Let's try to get some merits because I believe we have little disadvantage here in terms of numbers, but hopefully, yeah, I have no idea why this infantry player is running at me, but yeah, I guess I can still, yeah, I can stand still here. Yeah, finally, I guess FSK decided that enough is enough and it was time for them to push us. Of course, we have low amount of members around the battlefield, and that's already not a big surprise. We are playing Call of Dragons mainly with the quality, not the quantity. That's our way of building the alliance because, like, I guess 6 months ago, when we left our home kingdom and like transferred to a different server, we decided that we would have only fighters, players who are active as much as possible, and that's the reason why we always have the low amount of members around the battlefield, because generally we have lower amount of players in our alliance, right? I hope I won't gonna make a mistake here because it was a misclick. No. All right, let's save Kinnara. Let's save Kinnara. Yep, we managed to save Kinnara. Project Kinnara was successfully saved. And yeah, I basically forgot regarding the marches which I'm using right now. Nico and Gwenwyn, right? Nico and Gwenwyn, because I have pretty nice levels on my Nico, which is 5355. Gwenwyn is awakened. Of course, I wanted to use Falgrim and Nico, but my Falgrim is basically 5111 and it's basically useless, right? That's the only reason. Whenever my Falgrim, or if my Falgrim will get more levels, of course, in the future, that Falgrim will be playing with Nico in the hero pair. So, Nico and Gwenwyn is attached with the Barbed Manticore and using Iron Tusk. The second and most important hero pair for me, which is Maggrat and Zayda. Maggrat is 5551, which is basically natural building of Maggrat, and Zayda is awakened, and Zayda was my second hero which I ever awakened, and it was a pretty big deal for my account, and it just gave me a lot of boost, right? The third one, which is already a common practice, we are using Indecent Tara with Wyverns, support gameplay in order for us to get some healing, some attack, like 50% attack bonus, and 10% defense reduction, which is really good in my opinion, especially since we finally unlocked tier 5 troops. Now, I believe every single percentage will be basically amazing to have, right? And yeah, of course, Kinnara and Moose Young, which is my Kinnara is my first ever legendary hero which I awakened, and Musiang is the latest like legendary hero which we awakened in this KVK. Basically, we unlocked tier 5 troops, and also we awakened Musiang basically at the same time period, which was really big boost, right? I have to mention, as a tier 5 player, this is my first ever KVK and first ever zone 5 fights, which is really interesting for myself, because of course I really want to know what will be the amount of merits which we're gonna finish this KVK. Also, we have to mention that until I unlocked my tier 5 troops, first half of this KVK, I got like 5 million merits while I was still tier 4, right? So we have to always remember that whenever I was tier 4, I was still active player getting a lot of merits, right? And yeah, like for sure, first time I ever got like 12 million merits, I was tier 4 player. So this KVK I already have 12 million merits, not a surprise in my opinion. And of course we are going for even more, right? We are going for even more, and hopefully like at least 15 will be pretty nice. If not, like, yeah, I just don't want to say the number like straightforward, because I never know. I actually spent all of my elixirs for this zone already in my day 1, and I will need like 22 hours in order for me to open my timeless treasury, in order for me to get a lot of elixirs, and I have already saved the merits for it. So yeah, I kinda have to be cautious, like super cautious, because yeah, like for resource healing, I don't have that much resources, honestly. And yeah, it's really expensive to heal tier 5 troops with the resources. I spent a lot of my own resources in order for me to unlock tier 5 troops in this KVK, and that's the main reason why it will be basically impossible for me to use resources in this KVK, because I generally don't have them, right? I don't have those resources which I would have to use for resource healing in the past time, right? Yeah, Indies basically got targeted, and it's a pretty good target, because Indies is the only hero pair right now which we are using tier 4 troops, and basically I'm using wyverns like that. It's more of a support march. They are making my Maggrat and Zayda, Nico, Nico and Kinnara and Musiang even stronger, right? And I believe 50% physical attack and 10% defense reduction, damage reduction, it's even better. Is pretty cool trick to have, and you are not basically spending anything. In this, you will awaken Indies from the Dragon Trail, which is really easy. I believe almost every single player should have Indies awakened. And Tara, well, Tara is a gatherer, epic gatherer. Even leveling up Tara is super easy. And of course, awakening epic heroes was never a problem in Call of Dragons, right? We always wish to have a legendary hero awakening like as easier as it is for epic heroes, but it is what it is. Let's just focus on this gameplay right now. I think I yapped a lot of... I talked too much during this type of videos, because yeah, like generally, of course, if I was not really speaking too much, I would be more focused and I would be performing way better. But I'm showing that even while having conversation, you can actually play pretty fine gameplay against strong enemies, which is really important to mention. I believe FSK is mainly tier 5 alliance, which can be seen how well they survive every single fights and how tanky they are in general, right? How tanky they are. Our main advantage, in my opinion, if we are just comparing like alliances, I believe all the players are experienced players who have been playing this game for at least like 1.5 years, and they understand how fights are generally happening. You just don't need to be guiding them too much for the fights. That's my opinion. And yeah, well, unfortunately, we are having a lower amount of troops around this field. Let's see. Hopefully, we are going to get more members around the battlefield. And the reason why I don't want to refill my marches is because I want to show how much merits I can get by playing the full march, right? But I can easily go more offensive. There is always a way. Plus, my alliance always knows that I'm playing on a streamers mode, and whenever you are playing on streamers mode, you basically don't see markers, right? And you don't see markers, you don't see chat. That's generally how it happens. Well, I guess we are having a little bit troubles in terms of gathering and the members online. It might be our downtime, and also people are having troubles to actually get up near the front line. And yeah, I believe they are making a little mistake. FSK, if they could push right now, would be kind of nice, because we are generally really low amount and nobody can, not a lot of players can teleport in this area, in this one box, because other than that, all the road in order for us to refill our marches is basically uh, cut by FSK cavalry players. Yeah, I have no idea why this guy wants to deal us damage, but let's try to be a little bit offensive. Yeah, maybe you will come. See, like 3 versus 3, and he's still using his range. Come on, stand. Yep. Yep. This is called in a Call of Dragons PvP language the dancing. We are basically dancing in and out. There is a high chance that nobody is touching anybody, but people are still playing Call of Dragons like this. All right. Yep. They are basically full HP. Yeah, of course. Let's just be a little bit more offensive, but yeah, most important hero pair survived, which is Maggrat and Zayda. Yeah, this is what happens when you are offensive with archers, right? Yeah, I just wanted to be a little bit more offensive. Why not? We are basically recording a video, right? And we are having fun. This is the reason why I unlocked tier 5 troops to be tanky a little bit more than I was in the future, and you can see the fact that we managed to survive this 10 targets of tier 5 players. This is really huge. All right, and yeah, we finally got the infantry players, and my Maggrat will deal a lot of damage. Most important for me is just to survive here. Alright, I will get back a little bit because we have infantry players here, and if we are going to remove the target, I believe we're gonna continue dealing damage with Maggrat and Zayda. And yeah, like, I believe I got asked a lot of times questions regarding the most important hero pair for archer gameplay, and basically my answer have been same for a while. And yeah, that's Maggrat and Zayda, right? If you want to get a lot of merits with archers, your most important hero pair in order for you to awaken is Maggrat and Zayda. And basically, when you start the game, you can already start collecting your legendary tokens in order for you to get this hero pair as fast as possible and to invest your legendary tokens. Trust me, like, doesn't really matter, like even Falgrim and Sibyl, Kinnara, Nico, like, you tell me which hero pair we are comparing to Maggrat and Zayda, and I will tell you that Maggrat and Zayda will do twice as much damage and twice as much merits as anything else, right? Also, there is a one big thing, which is next legendary heroes which we are going to get will be archers. So there is a pretty big chance that archers are going to be really good because, well, Falgrim and Sibyl is kind of average. I'm not saying Falgrim and Sibyl is bad. I'm just saying that Falgrim and Sibyl is kind of same tier as Kinnara, Nico, Sindrion, Freygar. Basically, Those hero pairs are kind of same tier in terms of merits, and only difference in terms of archer hero pairs, that's of course Maggrat and Zayda, right? So since the Falgrim and Sibyl was not really better than Maggrat and Zayda, I really want to see what kind of new archers we are going to get. If those new archers are going to be better than Maggrat and Zayda, if it will be the case and they are going to be better, honestly, yeah, archer gameplay will become 10 or 15 times better and 15 times satisfying, right? Here, of course, we're gonna target little bit cavalry players, and generally, whenever you see cavalry player rushing, not only towards you, I will be honest, in general, right? In general, if they are rushing, just help out your alliance members. Every single target is saving your alliance members, right? So basically that's the tip I can give, which can save not only your life but also your ally members will be really thankful, right? Yeah, this is like last couple of seconds of this video, because yeah, like we should not be really fighting with one march in this fight, and as I said, we finally got it. We are having 40 million merits already, and it's like first day of zone 5. Hopefully we're gonna get more and more. This is my hospital already, 1.7 million troops, and what's the most important, we are getting amazing amount of merits, like 125k. I believe, yeah, that's like archer gameplay, right? 60k, still fine. Of course, would be even better if we could survive. Gwenwyn and Nico, I just wanted to use 4 marches together. My main fighting marches are generally Maggrat, Zayda, Kinnara, Musiangi, and Indi Sentara. And yeah, Indi Sentara will always have losing trade. What you are getting, what's important is actually the buffs for your main troops, right? Of course, zone fights will continue. It will be way more fun activities, and also we have to capture dragon. And of course, hopefully my warband will win and we're gonna get more Yggdra crystals. As always, if you like the video and you like the PvP gameplay of Call of Dragons, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really soon. Bye bye and good luck.